Godfrey can't lose his place, and that's the play with the Wildcats. They've been getting themselves in a little bit of trouble at the blue line. Back to Bricknell, tees it up, goes wide. Early chance, had that favorable bounce. So Batch does really well. Gets that puck into an open lane, back into Smith. Smith goes wide, he's got that shot. Plays it across, back into Batch at the point. Early lanes back in front. Batch is waiting for traffic to develop. Good play from Batch there. Time goes wide, looking for Robertson on the far side. Good hands from Robertson, goes wide in behind the net. You take your hands up, back in the front from Morris. Good save from Marr. Bit too much gas or bullets to get on the end of it. Still got players back into Padalek through the middle of the ice, back across into Poole. Poole snaps it through. Good shot by Josh Poole at the blue line. Back into Shaw. Shaw goes high over the shoulder of Thomas. It goes wide, back into Hamill. Go back across into Minter. He goes D-to-D at Bristol. Make that change. Bit of an opening lane through the wards. Good read from Plews inside the play. Back across to Villegas. One-on-one. Goal for Villegas at 11:07 in the second period. That play starts with Tyler Plews in his own zone. When he makes that play, right now he's sticking off the board, but now he goes through the middle. Great transition from Jones across to Villegas. He makes that shot. Got a great look from the GoPro and behind the net. But it starts with Plews. He doesn't like that look off the boards because the player's outnumbered. Then he goes wide and it's one-on-one. Bristol Pitbulls, no score. 11:01 remaining in this first period. Back into Van den Meraker. He's going to go wide. Follows it up and it's a goal for Van den Meraker at 10:47. You know it's quick when you score a goal and the first ones create that momentum. Again, it's that open gap through the middle. 1-on-3, no danger, toe drag. Then he goes through and just follows that puck through. As you get that look right now, 1 against 3, nothing should happen here, but he comes through, chips it over, just falls. There's a good look. Lazy on the blue line a couple times when you got Morris and you got Dunbar, particularly Robertson. Back into Wells, across through the slot. One-timer, good save from Thomas at the line. Back into Van den Meraker, 59 seconds on the PK. Down across into Watkins. Looking for the one-timer, good save. Big rebound, goes wide. Looking for Nell in front of that net. They come back to Van den Meraker, good save from Thomas. And then they got a breakaway right now. They come wide. Lipsy one-on-one with Marr. Good save, good goal. Drives it wide, 6:05. Mason Lipsy at the blue line right now. Everybody's down low. Nobody's looking to care at the blue line. And Mason Lipsy all the way through. Goal on the way in. Bristol 1, Swindon Wildcats 2. But it's that play at the blue line on the power play. You commit everybody, but you leave a big gap at the blue line. It's caught the Wildcats. Oh, he's offside. Waved off by George. Comes through the slot. Picked up. Looking on that loose puck for Lipsy. Lipsy back into the point. Shot goes through, good save. Big rebound in front. Goal for Dunbar in front of the net. 2 quick goals. The point. Big turnover. It comes right back to the point. Everybody turns away. 2 players to the point. Nobody picks up that loose puck in the slot. You see the replay right now, and it comes back into the point. You got 1, 2, 3 players go wide. Nobody picks up that loose puck. Back into Butler. Goes wide across into Griffiths. Griffiths at the blue line, drives it through. Goal for Owen Griffiths at 4:39. Absolutely no doubt about that when he crossed the blue line neutral zone. Right now you come through yourself. He has the puck right now. He's got 3 Bristol players. Then again he brings it through, goes over the glove slide of Thomas. As you come across to the blue line, right now you're thinking no problems, but again really wide. Gap opens up, goes over the glove in the wall. Back into Wells. Wells across into Villegas. He goes wide. Gets it through. Good save. Big rebound for Thomas. Loose puck. Big rebound. Goal for Aaron Nell. At 3:06 in the first period. Swindon Wildcats 4. About 5 minutes for all the goals. But it's that play at the point from Wells. If you're going to play 3 men across the point, you've got to make sure that one guy stays high. Nell in front of the net. We'll see who gets this one right now, but it comes short side. It's going to be... Back into Griffiths. Griffiths goes wide. Oh, easy exit plays through the middle of the ice. Back into Godfrey. Godfrey goes down to the corner. Chip and go off the stick. And Maracker has got the option. He goes wide. Back into that play. Good save from Thomas on the way in. Back into Viegas. He goes wide. Still on that short side. Goes back across into Batch. One-timer for Batch, backhand. Try to go across the crease on Marr, but Marr got the stick out. End-to-end action from both teams here. You can see Rudy loose through the neutral zone. Back into Hamill. Hamill goes cross ice again. Back out to Jones. Across on the Bullis. Bullis is going to go alone. 1 against 3. Good stick on the way through. From Bryceland back in behind the net for Jones. He can't get control of that puck. Kept in by Wells. Back out to the point to Dunbar. Robertson on this far side. Looking for that one-time puck. Big rebound. Goal on the way through. Back out to the point. Good save. Big rebound again. Big battle in behind the net. Comes across into Robertson. Van Maracker slows it down. He's going to regroup against Plews. Just looking at the time. They can run it down a little bit, but good look there. He knew that Robertson was coming across the middle of the ice. Down across in the Brickno. 15:33 in the period. 35 seconds on the PK to the Wildcats. Johnson comes through. Back in the Brickno. Snipes it wide, and that's what you've got to take away from him. Comes across into Watkins. He's going to go alone right now. Up onto the red. Drops it back, and Morris pushes him wide. Still inside the blue line. Back into Griffiths. Tees it up if he goes through. Goes wide. Through the middle to Brickno. And this is what Brickno wants. He wants the ice time on the far side. Comes through into Dunbar. Dunbar on that loose puck. Plays it across the crease. Get a tough bounce. And Batch couldn't pick that puck up. Through in the draw. Then into Poole. Poole plays it through. Back to Ray. Comes across into Butler. Down low back into Dunbar. Dunbar goes wide up onto the red. Now the blue line comes across the middle looking to get that shot away. Back into Butler. He goes wide on the wraparound. Good save. Big rebound. Goal for Dunbar following that play up. 8:15 on the clock. Be Dunbar on that play. But as the play develops, you can see where he is. At the point, nobody picks up that loose puck. Lands, he can have a sandwich and puts that puck away. But as the play develops right now, Dunbar is the man at the blue line. As it comes wide, just follows that play up. Everybody gets tied up in their own zone. Long stretch pass back into Van den Maracker. Goes wide. Stays across into Viegas. He goes wide looking to tee it up. Good save from Thomas. Back out to Robertson, pumps it wide across onto Hamill. Morris going to the front of that net. Takes him out wide as Wells drops back and allow Griffiths to stay down low. He'll look to make a line change. Good work there from Butler. Just leaning on him a little bit. Back into Brickno. Brickno goes wide on the toe drag and Marr makes that save. Back into Butler. Butler up onto the blue line. Drives it wide. Good save from Marr. Godfrey on that loose puck. Good PK from the Wildcats. Still inside the line. McGill on this far side looking for the one-time shot. Back to Lipsy. Back to McGill. Goes through. Marr makes the save from Telford. Still down into the corner. Good battle for that loose puck through the middle. Turnover again. Back into Morris. Good save from Marr. Pass. It goes wide across into Dunbar. Down into Lipsy. Lipsy trying to play it across into McGill, and it comes back out to the point. Turned over from the Wildcats. Back down into the corner again. Back into Wells. Back down low for Bebris. D to D. Back into Smith. He goes back across into Bebris. Looking at the time on the clock. Up into Griffiths. Enough time for one more rush. Back across. Good save. Big rebound. Goes wide. Back into Smith. He goes D to D across into Butler. Smith chases it down. Wildcats make that line change. He's onto the stick of Hamill. Back on the Batch. Batch looking to clear it through. Snipes it through. Big save from Marr. Back up to the point. Puck gets free. Comes across into Batch. Goes over his stick. Viegas looking to chase it down. Chips it across. Offside waved off. Van den Maracker. Good save from Thomas on the way through. Still down on this far side. Puck gets wrapped around. Price looking to keep it down into the corner. Marr makes that save. Back into Batch. He goes long stretch pass. D to D from Smith. Goes down into the corner for Dunbar. He's got Morris going to the net. Almost got on the end of that puck, and that's what Morris does really well. Just looked like he lost an edge on the way through. Back into Watkins. He's going to go alone up at the blue line. He's got Griffiths. Goes wide. Good save from Thomas. Back into Butler. Smooth skating defense, and watching Wells and Butler on the back end. Two of the best skating D in the league. Back into Van den Racker. He's got Nell on the far side. Goes short play through to the middle. Big time save from Thomas. Give me an icing call. Back down into the Swindon zone, but it's waved off by Sora on this far side. 10:30 remaining in this third period. Big rebound. Good save from Thomas on the way through. But again, Wildcats putting the pressure on Bristol, but now Bristol come away with it off the skate of Matthews. They come back through into Dunbar. Dunbar goes wide across into Lipsy. Lipsy's got space onto the backhand, goes wide. Back into Bebris. He goes down into the corner. Thomas lets that one ride across into Batch. Comes across into Smith. Nice exit play across into Robertson. One-on-one goes wide. Top shelf, and it's a goal for Callie Robertson. It's that exit as you come through right now. Look at the move here from Hamill. Splits the D with one pass. Goes wide. Catches Marr high in the shoulder. But on this pass right now, Hamill's got a lot of work to do, but it's that space in between the two. Drives it wide. Marr catches it. Still back down into the corner for Watkins. It goes 3-on-2. Line changes. Vegas jumps up into the play. Goes wide. Back into Watkins. Across into Nell. Good save by Thomas. Back into Dunbar. Dunbar goes wide. Kept in as it plays it back into Nell. Nell's got to regroup. Play comes down into the corner. Back in behind the net. Goes wrapped around. Back into the stick of Sam Smith. He goes wide on the far side. Back into McGill. McGill up onto the blue line. He stood up at the line by Van den Racker. Goes across into Nell. Nell's looking to get it back. Tees it up. Goal for Aaron Nell. You need your big players to show up in big minutes. 2:47 on the clock, but it's that turnover again at the blue line. As the puck comes through right now, no danger. You turn that puck over. Nell finds the space. He goes wide. Tees it up. Boom. Got a great look right now, but it's that turnover wide. You jump up into the play. All the Bristol players went to the right side of the ice. Nell comes wide. Nell on the draw against Lipsy. Nell wins it clean. Back across and behind the net. Comes in slot. Big chance. Big rebound. Double save. Back. Dunbar puts it away. Goal for Bristol at 1:11 remaining in this third period. As it comes back in here, 2D commit to the puck, but it gets a tough bounce. And again, nobody picks up Dunbar off the face-off. If you watch Dunbar on this play, he stays out wide. Now he attacks the net. Finds that loose puck, puts it away. Back into Bebris. And that's going to bring it into this period at the Link Center. Game tied up at 5, and we go into overtime. Back into Lipsy. It makes that change. It goes wide across into Butler. And again, that's what you like. Come back with Vegas. He's going to jump onto the ice. Comes back into Bricknell. Bricknell at the blue line, looking to snipe it through. Knuckleball on the way in. Now they come back across into Griffiths. Long shift here for Bristol. They come wide with Viegas. One-on-one with Thomas. It goes wide on the toe drag. One-timer. Goal for Owen Griffiths. Waving his hands in the air like he just doesn't care. But overtime for the Wildcats. Big game. They give up that goal late. Overtime goal right now. Long shift for Bristol, get caught deep, but it's that give and go. It's that hesitation play. Brings it across. And again across into Griffiths, and he buries that puck with the Wildcats in overtime. But again, tomorrow night down in Sheffield, big game for the Wildcats on the road. But tonight at the Link Center, Swindon Wildcats 6, Bristol 5.